Hello, everybody. Mr. Cinema King here again, here to do another movie review for my movie Emporium. Um, Excited right now to do one for a movie I really enjoy and I actually have a poster for in my room. I have a lot of posters. It's not the one you can see in the back there. It's not Snakes on a Plane. It's actually 127 hours. Basically, what this movie is about is a man who he's like an adventurer and he goes out cave diving and rock climbing, canyoneering, and he's out canyoneering one day and he's climbing down this canyon and he sweats and this big rock comes crumbling down on him and it traps his arm into between the boulder or the rock and the canyon. And he's suspended there about a few feet off the ground, not really too high off the ground really, where if he were to be able to wiggle out and fall, he really wouldn't do a lot of damage to himself. But the problem is it's pinched right here, which you know anything about your arm to wiggle out with something that's pinched right there, that's probably the hardest spot to do it at. You do it right here, I mean you're gonna be able to wiggle out because it's thin. Well right there, it's got the bone joint. And stars James Franco and it's directed by Danny Boyle, who also did Slumdog Millionaire. Um, he did a few other films. One he's most known for is Slumdog Millionaire, which I don't know why I've never seen that movie. Doesn't really appeal to me that much, Slumdog Millionaire, but 127 Hours really appealed to me because it looked like it was going to be a great movie, and it was. Such a great movie that, in fact, when I did my movie awards, so as you can see here on the DVD, I always put my movie awards in there. This comes with the digital copy. But it won at my movie award show. It won Best Actor, James Franco, Best Sound, Best Original Score, and Best Lighting. So it won 4 awards, which is pretty good. This is loaded with special features. It's got of course, it's presented in high definition because it's on Blu-ray. It has feature commentary by director and co-screenwriter Danny Boyle, producer Christian Colson, and co-screenwriter Simon Bufoy. It has deleted scenes. It has a search and rescue about the actual events that aided in the search and rescue of Aaron Ralston, who this film is based upon. He also wrote the book that this movie is based on. 127 Hours and an Extraordinary View, which is a unique collaboration between the director and the actor. I can only imagine how that had to feel for James Franco when they said they're starring in a movie where the character cuts his arm off at the end of the movie. And he does it with this really dull blade too, so it takes forever and ever and ever. I really wasn't disgusted by that because I've seen worse stuff than him sawing off his own arm in horror movies before. What I was more disgusted by was the part when he runs out of water and he starts having to drink his own urine just to stay alive, and he has no way of purifying it. So it's not like it's gonna. You can purify your urine and drink it, and it's gonna taste halfway decent, but I can only imagine that that's got to be the most disgusting thing in the world to drink is your own urine. It says right here, a triumphant true story, and that is absolutely true. It also has an extended ending on here, which I really think they should use because it shows him struggling more actually cut his arm off than it does in the original film. Very rarely do I like a film and then see the alternate ending and say I think they should have used that one instead and it would have made the movie better. Because normally when I like a movie, there's not a whole lot that I dislike about it. But then again, there's always something when I watch a movie, I'll come out and say, you know what, I think there's one way they could have made it better. And with this, it was they could have extended the ending a little bit. Um, Throughout this movie, you see him having flashbacks a lot. Boy, I think that was just to keep the story interesting. I mean, because who wants to see a guy just dangling there for an hour and a half, and 20 minutes before the movie's over, he cuts his arm off? I mean, it wouldn't have been much of a movie if it was like that, but it was a movie that I really enjoyed a lot. A movie of survival, and it makes you think, what would you do if you were in a situation like this? And really, I think I would do the same thing. I think I would have probably done it a lot quicker than he does. To be there 127 hours, let's see, that's 5 days plus. I mean, that he was there and survived. That alone, without a lot of water, without a lot of, I mean, he had the frozen chicken in his car, in his bag. I mean, but who's going to eat a frozen chicken, really? I mean, I guess if you were that hungry, you probably would, but again, if you've never seen this movie, I very, 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 very highly recommend seeing this, because it is a great, great, great film. Pick it up on Blu-ray, and it's even better. If you have a Blu-ray player, of course. Don't pick it up on Blu-ray, because it's not one of the ones that has Blu-ray and DVD with it. It only has Blu-ray and digital copy. I've noticed that a lot of people do use that now with the Blu-ray and DVD, especially Disney. But yeah, this film was just so powerful to me, and so it's like, if that guy can get through that, I can get through something hard in my life. I mean, I thought my life was crap. I've thought my life was crap at some points in my life, which I think everybody has that point where, like, my life sucks. But seeing him go through something like that, having to cut his own arm off, I mean, I could never imagine having to do something like that. But I think if it ever came a time where it was either I cut off my arm or I die, that arm would be coming off, you know? So yeah, I very highly recommend you going picking up James Franco, starring in Danny Boyle's 127 Hours. So, it's a great, great film. If it doesn't motivate you, then there's something wrong with you in the head if it doesn't motivate you. I mean, that's all there is to it. Thank you. Goodbye, and I'll see you for the next installment of the Movie Emporium.